So that was episode 4?
Episode 4, Origins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, that was good.
Kind of should have seen that coming, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
I know I've not seen it coming, but just it was a very, very good time to do an Origins.
Yeah, being stuck under a pile of rubble and sort of how do you have these powers, reminiscing about how he's got those powers kind of thing. Well, I doubt he was reminiscing what we got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Yeah, it's good because I've been wondering that since we saw him in Jessica Jones.
Exactly. Well, we knew it was some experimental, potentially connected to the super soldier thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now connected to the super soldier makes sense still.
Yeah.
But an accident.
Yeah.
Which is nice because that does explain why there aren't hundreds of him just walking around. Because if it wasn't an accident, you'd so totally do it again and again and again and again. I'd start on me, frankly.
I do wonder if we're going to go back to this at any point because his girlfriend at the time eventually gets involved with Kilgrave and eventually...
Yes.
Spoiler for Jessica Jones.
Gets hit by a bus.
Yeah. So that doesn't really...
Yeah, but
go that
she's got a thumb drive.
Yeah.
Which is the thumb drive that Jessica Jones revolves around for about most of the mid-season.
Yeah.
Though I think what happens is they try and get the thumb drive... Oh, no, that's it. They get the thumb drive out of... In Jessica Jones, don't they? Reva points them to where the thumb drive was because she'd hidden it.
Right.
Jessica Jones gets it out and Kilgrave keeps it,
mm-hmm.
but only for about 5 minutes before everybody gets hit by the same bus.
Mm.
I think Luke Cage has that thumb drive by the end of that incident, and that's how Jessica Jones gets it back. Luke gives her it. Is that it? Is that what happened?
Maybe.
So, somewhere in between. Or did Luke go and get it? Maybe when they dug it up, they found there was nothing there because Luke had already been and got it or something.
Mm.
However you slice it, the thumb drive, Kilgrave wanted it,
yeah,
but got hit by a bus, and then that's where the season began, with Jessica Jones escaped from Kilgrave.
Mm-hmm.
But halfway through the season, they find that thumb drive and mess up Kilgrave's plans and such.
Yeah.
So Reva now, big player, potentially.
Yeah.
We know she didn't just have that thumb drive by accident. She was working with the Doctor in that sort of resurrection chamber kind of thing, which could be connected to how they made Ultron. Got the same cradle.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, if you're going to design a thing which makes people live or repairs tissue, you'd make it human-shaped. So that's probably...
Not necessarily
connected, but it could be.
Yeah.
It's almost certainly connected to the super soldier.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm loving this connection. I'm loving going, ooh, I wonder how that is.
Yeah, me too.
But also we got to see Luke in his costume.
Oh, yes, we did.
Yeah.
Such a good Easter egg.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Because he had the band and the wrist guards on from the experimental thing, and then he steals some clothes and he gets the jeans and the ludicrous yellow shirt, which I love. It does mean that by the end of the season, we're probably not going to see him in it again.
Well,
it
would be weird because it is super 80s.
It's so 80s. And he looks at himself in a mirror, in like a car window and says, "You look ridiculous."
Yeah.
Which I like. I mean, one of my favourite moments in the 90s, was it 90s? X-Men, whichever the first X-Men was. That was late 90s, wasn't it? One of my favourite moments in that 2000 was when Cyclops says, "Would you prefer yellow spandex?" I like that. The first X-Men movie was probably the best X-Men movie that isn't First Class. And that was a good moment in it. It didn't ruin it. It was just, now we're doing black leather flight suits instead of the old stuff, and that's okay. But we make a nod to it. I like that.
Yeah.
So far, Luke Cage mostly just wears a hoodie. Not the ludicrous open to the navel yellow shirt.
Which makes more sense. Like Jessica Jones used to be Jewel in the comics with a stupid white leotard.
Yes, and we got that too.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
But it was very much like, I'm not wearing that. That's ridiculous.
That's mad. Yeah, I like that too. That was good. I can see Jessica Jones becoming an out superhero at some point. That'd be cool.
Do you think that Jessica Jones is going to be in this?
I would love to see her crop up.
Do you think David Tennant is going to be in Luke Cage?
Well, see, at the end of that episode, we got where Luke Cage and Reva were just after he'd got his powers, which means Reva's got to run in with Kilgrave. somewhere along the way, but Luke Cage doesn't, because Luke Cage had never met Kilgrave. So what that means is Reva goes missing from Luke Cage's knowledge.
Yeah.
And then then he finds her again, dead.
Yeah.
And then falls in with Jessica Jones. So I think we might see some Kilgrave, and I would be super excited. And I would also be super excited to see some Jessica Jones. That would be ace. Yeah. I want to see Jessica in current story. I want to see some Kilgrave in the flashback.
Yeah, I agree.
Because if we see some Jessica Jones, that'd be great. But we will see her again in the future.
Yeah.
We can't have Kilgrave except in flashback because spoilers for Jessica Jones, Kilgrave is deadsies. But it would be great to have him back, and I can't. There's no other element of his storyline where any information can be filled in apart from that bit.
Yeah.
Apart from maybe this is Kilgrave's history, but because it might be fun to see him again.
Mm-hmm.
But there will be no reason to make that happen.
Mm.
The only reason it would happen is because it pertains to a character we're really following.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, please do it. It would be so good if they got it in and no one had known about it yet, and that would be great. And David Tennant's presumably relatively busy, and it would have been kind of cool to get him back for a couple of days and film a couple of scenes. Oh, I'm so excited. I hope it happens. I really do.
Well, maybe we'll find out in the next episode. Should we put it on?
Let's do it. Next episode. Here we go.
Yeah, episode 5.
Episode 5.